Alright, alright. I'm Upokratos. Let me get some quiet here. I'm Upokratos, and I used to stream basically Magic Brick Wars. And the game has gone belly up. So I'm not doing that anymore. So now I am on to bigger and better things. I have decided that something that I feel like doing is streaming old games. Games that nobody plays anymore. I have not found any new games that I like. So now I am just going to stream old games. I decided I would start with one of my favorite games of all time. Which is a game called Descent. I might have to turn down the sound here on the game. This is an old DOS game. You can purchase it on on Steam, and it is easily one of the top games ever made for the computer. It's one of the top video games ever made, in my opinion. Easily. There's not even a contest. Especially in the first-person shooter genre. There is basically nothing better than Descent. There's also Descent 2, which maybe is better than Descent, because the graphics are better. So the graphics are horrible. I'm going to go crazy, and I'm going to go hot shot. The graphics are horrible, because it's old. But don't let that fool you. The gameplay is ridiculously cool. I don't know if there's anything else like it. If there is, I will immediately want to play it. So here's the opening, which is all text because this is an old game. Basically what they're saying is all of their mines in outer space have been taken over by the AI. And so now all their mining robots have gone rogue and have started to kill all their miners and stuff. So that what they want you to do is go in and blow up their mines, sort of like hitting the reactor core in the Death Star. It's very similar, and then you have a certain amount of countdown to make it to the exit. So you got to find the exit, blow up the core, and get out. Also, there are hostages in the mines, and you have to get the hostages, rescue the hostages as well. It's kind of like a side mission that gets you bonus points. Anyway, the text to this is actually really interesting. It's really well written. But we're going to move out of it. So, what makes this game unique is it's entirely three-dimensional. So you can move you're actually in a ship. You can see the image of it there on the bottom of the cockpit screen. You can move your ship in any direction. You can slide. You can go forward, back, up, down. You can also rotate in any direction. I used to play this only on the keyboard. I'm using the mouse now because I can't remember the exact keyboard combination that I had devised. I had devised the perfect control system, but I have now forgotten it. So there's almost nothing scarier than playing this game because the enemies come at you from any direction, like right here. And so this is just level 1. It is super easy compared to all the other levels. There's almost no, it's super easy. Notice you can also barrel roll because as you're going through the twists and turns of the tunnels, you will get oriented incorrectly. There's really not that there's any correct orientation. It's all 3D, but some orientations are better than others for a particular room. So here are the hostages. Like I told you, this level is really easy. And watch this. There's going to be an enemy right here. And then there's an enemy back over here. So you just have to be on your toes all the time. There is no rest. Let's go rescue these hostages. You just kind of run into them, and somehow you magically pick them up. Yes, it's an old game. So this game is not about the realism you know, it's about the you know, just the gameplay is just really cool. I'm gonna pick up these shields. Come on. Now you really don't want to do what I just did, which is I passed 2 open doorways. You need to check those doorways every time. But I happen to know that I'm safe here because I have played level 1 many times. You do a lot of creeping in this game because there's robots everywhere. One of the cool things I like about the game is you can actually see and dodge most of the weapons shot at you. Not all of them, but most of them. Woohoo! If you're worried about people hiding around the corner, one thing you can do is actually back into a room, and then you will be able to see who's there and who's not. Picked up some concussion missiles, which I almost never use. They're pretty useless. Alright, now I'm going to be heading into like the power recharge station. So the laser uses energy. So every level has at least 1 recharge station. And if you notice this is symmetrical hallway here going both directions. So usually that means there's an enemy over on the other side to match the one that I already killed. And I happen to know there's a secret. There's a lot of secrets in this game. You can actually get pretty well equipped in the first few levels of the game. But you don't even have to worry. If you miss some of the equipment, they pretty much give it to you as you go along. I'm going to come out on the other side. Alright, now we're getting to the recharge station. But of course they're going to put enemies right here. Eek! The AI is actually surprisingly smart for a game of such horrible graphics. Notice how the guys, like, they're dodging around. They're not just letting me hit them easily. They recharge my energy. You can actually max out at 200 for both your shields and your energy. The shields is the blue number, energy is the gold number, the yellow number. But if you go to an energy recharge station, it will only recharge you up to 100. So you will not get it all the way up to 200. Whoops, wrong way. Alright, got them all. Now notice this is what I'm saying, the game is fully 3-dimensional. There is a hole here. So you don't want to just fly right over a hole. You're going to get shot sometimes. So, oh, there's an enemy. Let's see if I can snipe him. Eek. Like I was saying, you don't just want to fly over a hole. Oh, I got him. Okay. So I'm safe here. I know there's enemies in there, but they're too far away to really... Look at this. Now I got a barrel roll. Ah! That did not go well. Notice how he dodged immediately. Look at that! His AI is really not that bad. Oop! There's a hole. And, like I said, I actually know there's an enemy back here. Question is, do I want to just go right in? I'm going to switch off of my homing missiles. They're too valuable. Switch to my concussion missiles. Since I almost never use them, maybe I'll just use concussion missiles. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is actually go down, straight down into the hole like this. Oh, he dodged my missiles. Alright, fine. Oh, he hit me. Alright, here's my Vulcan cannon. This is like the Gatling gun of the game. It's always, when you pick up like what the game considers to be a more powerful weapon, it will always select it for you. But the laser is pretty much what you want for every Whoops, where am I going? The laser is pretty much all you ever want. You don't ever want anything else. And here's another hallway that I've not gone down. If you get lost in this game, there is this crazy map screen. It is actually very helpful, and when you think about it, there's almost no way you could do a map better than this clear line drawing. Oh. Oops. What am I doing? I forgot to pick up the key. I gotta get the... That's what was the red dot on the map over there. I gotta get the red key. Oh, I forgot to finish this room off. So in the first level, the green enemies are the most difficult. But there are harder enemies, that's for sure. Woohoo! Eek! It's real important to play this game with sound. Sometimes, especially because the graphics are so old, to put it nicely. Sometimes the only way you know there's a bad guy there is the fact that you hear them. And each enemy makes a different, slightly different noise. So then you actually know how to respond to the enemy. Whoa! Lava is the most dangerous thing in this game. By far. You do not want to touch lava. The floor is lava. Alright. Alright. Now I can go this way. And this is so typical. Look at this. You're coming into this. If you look at the map, you can see you're coming basically into the ceiling of a room. You're going to come through a hole in the ceiling. If I were to fly straight down here, I'd be completely poorly oriented for what I'm about to face. So I have to... What I'm going to do is bait some of the enemies to where I can shoot them through the hole. And use the hole as my protection. Ah! Not good, well enough, apparently. Now, there's still more enemies down there, but I've probably killed enough of them that I might be able to safely... The main thing is, are there any back over here? No, they're not. Okay. I've killed all those. It's worth waiting for shots to pass you by. You want to get to 200 shields and stay at 200 shields if you can, because there are some enemies that can really destroy you very quickly. So here's another secret room, which you can easily find. This one, you notice the pattern is slightly different, but you mostly find that one just by shooting in that direction. Eventually it'll open. Doors open to shooting, and they also open to crashing into them. Oh, yikes. Whoa! That was cheap. My reaction time is pretty poor. I was much better at this when I was younger. But, this is very common. So that is that's the final room that we're looking through this grate at, this final room. And they will often give you like a chance where you can reduce some of the enemies in the final room just by firing through the grate. But I don't feel like it. I don't feel like playing that patiently. Rotate around. Alright. Here we go. So you can see on the left there, there's a glowing red button. That lets me know I have the red key. On the left in my cockpit. And you never want to open a new door by running into it, because you never know what's going to be behind it. And that doesn't just go for this door, that goes for the door at the end of the hallway over there. Oh, I thought there was a door at the end of the hallway. I misspoke. Alright, you ready? Ah! What in the world? So not fair. Oh. Yikes. This is crazy. The AI is not as stupid as you think it'll be. They will launch attacks at you on purpose. They will hear you coming, not from super far away, but they do hear you coming or see you coming. Those red fireballs, that's the reactor core shooting at me. The reactor core has a pretty powerful shot. You really want to stay away from it. Now, we have not located the exit. I know where it is, but we have not seen it. So you actually do not want to blow up the exit, but blow up the reactor core until you find the exit. Thankfully, I know where it is. But if you haven't located it yet, then you're assuming it's probably in the final room. So you actually have to run around and dodge all the attacks until you locate the exit. Oh. Then once you locate the exit, then you can safely end. There's also another thing. There's often cool. There's the exit. See it? It says exit. Now, I wasn't paying attention to what I was in front of. Oh man. Okay. There's often cool equipment in here, so it's actually worth really quickly running around to try and find the cool equipment. It wasn't super cool. It was just missiles. It's not too hard to destroy the reactor core. The hard part is staying alive. And then you run to the exit, and you get like a Death Star scene. It doesn't matter when you get to the exit. It's always just blowing up behind you. So that is Descent. I'm going to keep playing this for a while. If you notice, I got a skill bonus because I went with Hotshot as opposed to Rookie. And I rescued all the hostages. And you get score for how much shield you have left, how much energy you have left, the enemies you've killed. And so my total score was 40,165. It's okay, I guess. So that is Descent, and I will keep playing this game, and we'll keep seeing what it's like. It is pretty much, I think, one of the greatest first-person shooters ever made. Maybe top 1 or 2, in my opinion.